Now, when looking at a business continuity plan, you can actually think about, for example, your first aid plan or your evacuation plan. All of us know whenever sometimes the big whoop comes in, you need to evacuate the building and you need to go to a certain place to gather all people up. Now, the business continuity plan basically gives you a similar item, but it's looking at business continuity. So it means that it's going to look into items such as how to make sure that your products and services are at an acceptable level so you can keep providing those products or services to your end users or to your customers. And that's the goal of a business continuity plan. Now, when we talk about a business continuity plan, there's always a certain format that people adhere to. And there are several subjects that's always going to be included in your business continuity plan. One of them is the roles and responsibilities. We need to understand which roles and which responsibilities are there and who will take what role in whenever an incident occurs. So think about your crisis management team and many of those teams. The second one is the risk analysis and the business impact analysis. So we're looking into what are your risks and what is an acceptable risk for you as a company. After that, we of course need to look at your business continuity strategy. So take as an example how to manage your personnel when you have a pandemic, or think about when you redundancy of systems or those kind of items. Then we also have the communication plan. Communication, of course, needs to happen both internally and externally whenever something happens. And you need to make a plan to make sure who does what and what kind of communication is going out. Of course, we also need to look at recovery and how to come back to a normal state, where, of course, the backup plays a role as well. And after that, of course, there needs to be some testing and you need to try whether or not the plan is still working the way that it's supposed to work. And those are really the most important elements in the business continuity plan. So in short, your business continuity plan is there to help you define your critical processes and your critical assets, and to think in advance about the steps that you need to take whenever something bad is happening to your company.